The story of Maurice Linguist's success is the story of how he combined his love for football and innate leadership into an incredible career as a player and a coach.
I don't know why he loved this football so much that when he was injured one time in high school, I went to him and said, "Son, you sure you want to play football?" He said, "Mom, I eat, sleep, dream football."
I think the thing about football was everyone has a role, everyone has a job to do, and if everyone does their job the right way, then the team can have ultimate success, and the team's success can have everyone else have success as well.
It was in the Skeeter uniform at the Mesquite High School that he really stood out as a leader.
He was a captain of our state championship team in 2001. He led by example, but he also led by being vocal. And he's probably got one of the strongest work ethics that I've ever coached.
He was great in the school building. He was great away from the building. He was even better in the locker room.
Maurice poured himself into a team that would win the only football state championship in Mesquite ISD history. But after reaching the highest of highs, Maurice found himself in a difficult position.
I actually did not get a Division I scholarship offer coming out of Mesquite High School. I went to the Air Force Academy Prep School for a semester. And I got on my knees and I prayed and I said, "God, I know I had this dream. I know I could do this. I want you to show me where you're gonna take me next." And like a week later, I ended up getting like 3 or 4 phone calls. And one of those phone calls was from Baylor University.
With a new start at Baylor, Maurice brought with him everything he'd learned from his time in Mesquite.
He responded to challenges like nobody else. And he brought people with him. He wasn't a me guy. And that's another thing that we gravitated towards.
And I ended up playing a ton my freshman year at Baylor and then go on to be a 3-year starter. And I was defensive MVP. I was an honorable mention. And then had me on some all Big 12 lists and second and third team all Big 12 lists. And then I was an academic all Big 12, ended up being MVP and voted for captain. And so I felt like I tried to maximize the moment of what was given to me.
As his playing days came to an end, he made the decision to move into coaching.
And then I started coaching the spring after my senior year while enrolled in grad school at Baylor. And I think like the first day, I go from being like captain, defensive MVP to like, hey, go over and get lunch for all the coaches. And you know what? I loved it. I loved the next part of it, the coaching piece of it. And that kind of kick-started my coaching journey, my coaching career.
Let's look at what he's accomplished in his short career, okay? He coached in the NFL for the Dallas Cowboys. He's the co-defensive coordinator at Alabama. Before that, he was the head coach at University of Buffalo. Before that, he was the co-defensive coordinator at Michigan. I mean, you can't find a better resume.
With each stop, he's done what he's done his whole life. Build bridges with a love for football and strong leadership.
As a husband, he's the same way. As a friend, he's the same way. As a coach, he's the same way. As a father, he's the same way. He's so involved in being his best.
He has accomplished a great deal, a lot more than many men accomplish in their entire career. And he's just getting started.